Hannah, who was my favorite person on the earth other than my own mom. And my grandma spent her whole life not admitting to any of us that she couldn't really hear. All of us. She pretended she could. She would like laugh when she saw the rest of us laughing, but she really missed out on so many things. And I only wish that I would have known there was something I could have helped her with to engage more. That's why I said earlier before the break, don't go spend thousands of dollars on something that you're not sure if you're gonna be comfortable with, because they are expensive. And I know my grandpa made her feel guilty when she finally decided to do something about it, so she just didn't feel okay about any of it. This next product is something that's an over-the-counter, easy, no doctor necessary. By the way, no app necessary, no smartphone necessary. It's an easy, very customizable option. They look like this. They're very discreet. You hardly can tell anybody is wearing anything. They're very customizable in terms of how they fit inside of your ear with multiple little nodes that come along with, or domes. You're getting 4 small, 4 medium, 4 large. You're getting 8 wax guards. You're getting all the things that you would want. They are so excellent. They really are, with one button to be able to adjust in the ear, I should say. And I love this. What we're showing you right now are not only the earbuds. Let me tell you about the charging. 3 hours on one charge, and then because it comes with the charging cable and plug in that case, that gives you another 6 charges. So that could be like 100, if I did my math right, 180 hours worth of charge. So if you're on the go, I mean, it's just, there's so many things about this that I love. Lori and I are gonna try to break it down from the very beginning, starting with the parent company here, Lori, HearX.
HearX, yep.
And this is one of their best sellers, the GoHearing, but it's the Prime model.
Right, the Go Prime from GoHearing. And really the umbrella company behind this, like you said, it's HearX. So maybe you've heard of Lexi or Lexi by Bose, powered by Bose. They are the same brand as your Go Prime hearing aids. The main distinguishing characteristic here is you don't need a smartphone and you're not using an app to be able to adjust it. There's one simple and easy button on these. They adjust individually, so if you need more volume on one than the other, and I'll go through that with you in just a moment. Yes, you get 30 hours of nonstop use on a single charge on these, and then this is a charging case like you said, Callie, so you get an additional 6 charges. So this case right here plus these hearing aids can give you 180 hours on the go, so it's amazing. But here's what I love about them. They're so sleek, they're so slim, they are very, very easy to wear and extremely comfortable, super lightweight. So I'm just gonna pop one in right here because I want you to realize they take up no space in your ear. They just look like earbuds. So if you're ever concerned about the stigma attached with wearing hearing aids, this really can be a quality of life issue for a lot of us. I know you mentioned your grandmother. For me, it was for my father. They gave him these big clunky hearing aids that were over the ear with this wire. They were $5,000. It was so expensive. He hated them. They weren't comfortable. With these, you just press them in, they suction into your ear, and then you know that they're secure, and then suddenly you're hearing everything more clearly. So you're not gonna see them. They're very discreet. If anyone sees you wearing them, they're gonna think you have earbuds in. So that's really, really nice with this as well. But if you've just wanted to be able to hear better, to be able to hear the specials when they're being announced to you at dinner, or to be able to hear the pastor in church on Sunday, or maybe it's TV shows or movies, or maybe it's family dinners, just being able to hear conversation. I will say my dad had that perceived mild to moderate hearing loss as well years ago. And for a while he would say, oh, what was that? I didn't hear it, I didn't catch it. And then he got tired of it because he could tell we were having a little trouble with it. It was kind of, you know, it was difficult for us. It's a little bit annoying when you have someone always asking you to repeat yourself. And he felt frustrated with himself, so then he stopped asking. So then he had no idea what we were talking about. Very similar to the story with your grandmother.
And just missed out on so many things.
You missed
out. Had
out.
my grandmother told me years prior that that was even an issue, I would have done something. I mean, back then there wasn't an option like this. She finally admitted that she couldn't hear very well, so Grandpa finally said, okay, fine, we're gonna suck it up and, you know, dish out the money.
It's a lot of money.
And then she didn't like them. It was very, I don't know if it was uncomfortable or it just rang in her ear. She just didn't like them, so she felt terrible about having spent all that money. That's why I think this is such a great option to get started on. Maybe just hear what you've been missing. Maybe it'll just give you an opportunity to go, wow, there is a lot more going on. Maybe it is because you're in a noisy place and you can't hear somebody up close. Maybe, you know, you can't follow somebody's speech in a group, or maybe it is just being on the phone and you're just, whatever it is, it's okay. You know, and it's not just for older people. I know Alice has one of her best friends, Kathy, in Dallas. She's a middle-aged woman, and she's starting to have some issues. I don't know if it's both ears, but I know Alice sent these to her as a try
Kathy,
this.
she said that, yeah. Well, it's nice because now you can take matters into your own hands. You know, for years, the only option was to go to your general practitioner, be able to get that referral to the audiologist, go in, get the hearing test, right? Then you had to go to the hearing aid place. I mean, my dad finally went through all of it so we could have some good years together, and actually he felt like part of the family when he could hear, but he hated those hearing aids. You couldn't return them. He had to go in for multiple fittings. It was so many different steps and then so expensive. With these, we're giving you 45 days to try these out.
Thank you for mentioning
45 days.
And there's awesome customer service and support here. So if you have any issues or questions, they're there. Before we get much further into this, and again, this is backed by popular demand. Last weekend with Alice and I on our Saturday show, these sold out. So we were like, wow, there's a need. It's okay if that's you. And if it's not you, if it's a family member, it's okay to just say, what about this, Mom? Or what about this, Dad? If they say nope, and they're just super stubborn about it, you've got 45 days to send them back.
True.
So do they. If they want to try them and they're like, nope, doesn't work, that's fine. But until you try, you probably can't imagine what you or they are missing in the world around them. So take a listen to this. It gives you a little bit more information about this really pretty awesome product.
At the end of their long journey, our colony of penguin chicks have reached the ocean. They peer over the edge, waiting for the right moment, anticipating the dangers that await. Until finally, one of them jumps.
Hey, honey, do you hear that?
It sounds like a pair of cardinals.
Where are they? I hear them, but I don't see them.
Oh, I think they're coming
Looking for our beer specials? So
tonight, in addition to our usual lineup of IPAs, we've got some great
there's a pale ale from one of our home
brewers. It's very crisp and citrusy, if that's what you're into.
I mean, as you can even see there, I mean, it's not just the elderly.
Right.
Sometimes
18 and up.
My son's a musician. I mean, sometimes I worry, like they wear the headphones in the studio and they listen to music that's loud. My guy Tracy, I don't know if it's just a habit or if every single thing I say, he's like, what? What?
Right.
So I'm starting to wonder if there's an issue.
I mean, I just only recently started talking about this, but I have ringing. That just started not too long ago because we've worn earpieces in our ears.
That's true, we do, it's right here.
I did 10 years in one ear and switched to the other ear with this earpiece that we wear here at HSN so our director and producer can speak to us. But yeah, now I have ringing in my ear and I actually went to an audiologist and I said, okay, fix me, hit me with the laser, where's the pill? And they looked at me and they're like, yeah, that's low level hearing loss. You're gonna be needing these sooner than later.
And you know what, maybe.
A lot of us need them.
Maybe it's just wax buildup.
It could be that too.
It could just be that.
It could be that too.
I'm just saying, maybe
Guy had that. He had compacted, because he used Q-tips for years, and it compacted. Right. So he went in and had that all removed.
Okay.
But there could be any number.
It could be
it
that
could be
easy.
anything. Yeah, it
but
is.
Maybe it's not. And you know, I keep thinking of my grandma. Had I just been able to do something for her, I would have given her just this whole new lease on life. And that's maybe why, you know, they put this in our show today because it's just been one of those products that people are like, I like the idea. I know it's not $20. I mean, it's a high quality product, so it's $2.99. But consider this, there's free shipping, 45 days to check it out. And on FlexPay, $60 with any card that you like. If you have an HSN card, I know you like that one better. It's $50 to try something. I'm serious, I really, really hope that you do. Instead of keep putting it off, I'm sure it's gonna get better. Well, it's not gonna get better.
It probably isn't.
Probably not.
Yeah. And it's a lot of hurdles. It used to be a lot of hurdles, you know, when you couldn't get an over-the-counter option. Having to do all of those appointments and all those doctors and audiology tests and fittings for hearing aids and then spending all of the money. It was a lot. And then you couldn't return it. With this is something you could identify yourself if you have that perceived, again, mild to moderate hearing loss, hearing deficiency. this is something you could try. And with no obligation, because we don't do a restocking fee here. We're giving you 45 days to try them. And they're very, very comfortable, super lightweight. You're getting 3 different sizes of the ear tips. So you're getting small, medium, and large, 2 sets in each. There's tons of technology here. This isn't just an amplifier. These are actual over-the-counter digital hearing aids. Rechargeable, we include the wall charger and the cable. 180 hours on the go with this charging case. 30 hours on a single charge of your hearing aids. So they could be in your ears all day long, or maybe they're only in, you know, for certain things. Maybe you want to hear TV better. You can customize what you need to use it for. And that powerful built-in battery in each of these, it's amazing. No more messing around with those little tiny batteries. I had to do that for my dad so much.
That is so true.
And real quick, 6 channels and 12 bands. The more channels and bands, the better the quality. This has feedback cancellation, so no more and noise reduction. So it is actually cycling through and listening to the background noises, and it is filtering certain things and allowing voices to sound better. So it's refining the sound. Amplifiers don't do that, hearing aids do. That's the difference. And that charging case, let's talk about it one more time. So none of those little teeny tiny batteries. I had to do that for my dad for years. And it was so hard for him to be able to, you know, he's like, they're not working and I don't know why. So we would always just blame it on the battery. So I probably threw away tons of good batteries. Can you imagine?
And
we
those
had
are
to buy
so
battery packs
not
by the, you know,
affordable.
dozens, and they're so expensive. And then you sit there with the little tool and get the battery out, and the little door open, and you had to put the, with these, you never have a battery.
Can break.
Yes, and it was so delicate, it really was. With these, again, 30 hours of nonstop use on a single charge, and then the second you've popped it into the recharging case, it will give you 6 additional charges. If you're traveling, you probably don't even need to bring your wall cable and charger to plug these in. If you do need to charge them, which eventually you're gonna need to every few days or so probably, there is a charging port on the bottom. It's USB-C. So it's uniform all the way across, so it's very easy to plug in, and then you can charge it that way. And then Callie, here at HSN, we also offer an exclusive care package. So you get a maintenance package that is included with everything that you need to maintain your brand new Go Prime hearing aids. You're
that
getting,
right here?
Yep. So here are the ear tips that you get, 3 different sizes, 2 sets in small, 2 sets in medium, 2 sets in large. This is a dehumidifier because we all know humidity is not friendly with any electronics, especially those that go into our ear. So you're gonna, every once in a while, grab one of these capsules, this capsule right over here, pop it right into this container along with your hearing aids, and it's going to pull the moisture out of your hearing aids.
That's great. And you're getting a bunch of those.
You're getting a dozen of those, and you'll just do it every once in a while. It's just to keep them nice and dry so that they last for a really long time. You're getting the whole cleaning kit. You're getting all of the components that you need to keep the wax out. So there's these little wax tips that you're gonna put in every once in a while as well. But they are very, very easy to maintain. And then real quick, the settings are really easy. We've been talking about not needing a smartphone, not having to download a complicated app and then try to figure out how to adjust settings. That was something, my dad would have never done that. Never, right? It would have been very difficult for him, not in his wheelhouse at all. With these, let me just show you, there's one teeny tiny button. So one button right here, you simply tap this little tiny button, see it's raised right there, and that is going to cycle through all the various volume settings. There's 8 levels. So as an example, maybe your right ear is worse than your left ear. You can have your right ear all the way up to level 8, and maybe your left ear only needs to be at 1 or 2. Get it on the volume level you need, 1 through 8, and it will remember your choices. So they can be individually set, and it remembers it. So that's huge.
It's just one button to touch to make any adjustment on both
that one
ear
button I was just showing you, that teeny tiny one. So you're just gonna tap it, and that's gonna take you through your volume, okay? So tapping that one little button, let me get behind it here so you can see. There's that one little button, it's kind of raised right there. And then if you press and hold that same button, you have 3 different modes that you can choose from also. Low, medium, and high mode. It's preset for medium. But if you have that muddy sound, or it sounds, everything's muffled like you're underwater, you could put it in high, and that's gonna return some of the higher tones and the treble, so the sound quality is better for you. Now, conversely, if you have everything coming into your ear sounding tinny, you can put it on low, and it's gonna add in some of the bass. And you can individually adjust each ear for the mode as well, and this will remember your choices too.
How great.
It's so cool. So 3 settings, 8 volume, that's it, 1 button.
So easy. And again, You don't have to see your doctor. If you feel like there's a really big problem, I mean, obviously we always recommend see a doctor and take further steps. But what a nice starting point. If you, again, are thinking that something is wrong or suspecting that something's a little bit off with somebody that you love in your family, it's not an age thing. It's just a thing. For some of us, it starts, you know, like you said, 18 and up. And I know there's been a stigma. I would have not enjoyed having an over-the-ear thing either.
Right.
Who would? Especially for men who don't have hair to cover things up.
True.
This is as discreet as they get. And I will say as comfortable. Because look, they're all those customizable little domes that you can put into, you know, the earpiece itself. You're getting 4 of every single size. So whether you've got big ear canal or a little ear canal, it doesn't matter. There
Right.
is something that will fit you and feel like it's custom fit. And it's not hard. It's more soft.
Soft. It
right?
is. Yes, it is soft. It has some give to it. I'm going to show you how to put them in once again. All you do is you press that little earpiece right into your ear canal until you feel it suction a little bit, and then you know it's nice and secure right in your ear. You start to immediately, everything sounds better in the studio to me because I've got the ear ringing. So, you know, this is really helpful for that and being able to filter out some of the noises I don't want to hear and make voices sound more clear. But the great thing, again, individual adjustments per ear, no stigma because now they just look like you're wearing earbuds, right? Rechargeable case, no more dealing with those little awkward, difficult batteries that you're constantly having to buy and replace. So really, this is advanced digital hearing aid technology, not just an amplifier. So it's gonna help refine the sounds. Again, voices sound clearer. Not everything is just coming into your ears sounding overly loud because of that technology with the 6 different channels and 12 bands. They feel nice in your ears, and it just is great to have an option where you're not having to go to all the various doctors, do all the fittings, and spend thousands of dollars for something you may or may